Good evening. I am here. It is 1 a.m. on Thursday, September 18th. Hey, Ephraim. Were you still thinking of live reacts to your Undertale vid? Sure. Just I have to delay that because of obvious reasons here. So I was last Saturday. For anyone who was here, I was playing the first case of Apollo Justice. And then I didn't come back until tonight, which is Wednesday night / Thursday morning. The reason I was gone, there was a couple reasons, but to put it, the main one, and this is stupid of me because I knew this was going to be a problem and I didn't think ahead. I got my vaccines on Sunday morning. I got my flu and COVID vaccines like I do every year, especially since I know I'm going on vacation in December this year, unlike last year. I have to, make sure I'm ready, make sure I'm good to go so I don't catch flu or COVID, because God forbid, God forbid, yeah, I get one of those, it could be bad. So it's good to stay prepared. Last year when I went to get the vaccines, that's when I got injured and got that awful scar on the back of my hand, which ironically, or coincidentally, was also when I was playing Ace Attorney Investigations 1. That was the first night of the first game that I did that. So, anyway, I'm here now. It wasn't all just due to... So I got the vaccines and I got sick. And that's what happens. You get vaccinated and your body tends to not like it until it incorporates the vaccine, because that's, how it works. It fights off the dead virus cell. Ooh, voice crack. It fights off the dead virus cells, and you tend to get very, you'll get like sick symptoms while it's happening. I was sore for a couple days. Nothing tasted right. I had like that sick taste in my mouth, and it sucked. But also I was just very tired. I was sleeping like I was going to bed early, sleeping late. It just kind of sucks, but I'm okay now. I mean, this usually happens to me. Usually, I would say this is about normal for me. That said, I also had some personal issues come up this week, especially with work. Without going into too much detail, I was at work on Monday until 12:30 in the morning. I'm supposed to get out at 10 p.m., and I got out at 12:30 a.m. Now, I want to make this clear. It was not technically the job's fault for that. It was a combination of me not realizing how long, because I told you I have a new position, slightly new position there, and they started having me do new work for it, and that's already annoying because I already don't want to do the work I already do for them, but I was doing this new work, and it turns out it was a lot more than I thought it would be, and I guess I can't really blame my coworkers for not telling me it would take that long, because it's just kind of up to me to figure out, like, the time frame on that, but because of that, I got stuck at work for almost 2.5 extra hours, and tonight I got stuck for almost an extra hour, too. I mean, I'm usually pulling overtime to some extent, but not that bad. Not that much. So I'm a little frustrated. I kind of wasn't in the best place, and I had to get talked to by a few people, and I'm severely sorry that if I came off poorly at any point during that all. And I also have to go and thank people for being there for me. Which I haven't done, just because I know some people were busy, and I was like, I don't want to bother them while they're busy. Hey, Quillsofty, I'm alive. But yeah, I'm okay now. I'm out through the other side. I have to make some changes to my life, and I'm not going to go into a whole thing here about like what it is and how I'm feeling. I'm just going to say that I need to do some self-reflection and maybe figure out what I can do, because if I keep things as they are right now, I'm not going to get anywhere, and it's going to cause a problem, because if I don't start changing things, I'm going to be forced to have... Do you have noise there? Is that me? If I don't make some changes, there's going to be forced changes that I'll have to do, at some point, and I'm not going to be ready for them. So, as much as I don't like being an adult, I'm going to have to be an adult and, just do some stuff. Again, this isn't going to be immediate. It's not going to cause major changes to what I'm doing here, but it's it's something that's worth noting because it's probably going to cause it might cause stuff to change. I'll make my stream manager up here. There we go. Anyway, regarding streams this week, tonight we're gonna be doing Visions of Mana. I'm gonna be continuing the side quest grind, and then if there's time, I'll start the Benevodons. If not, I will just continue side quests. I am not gonna be able to stream tomorrow night or Friday. Friday I'm never here, but tomorrow night I have to go to bed early. I have a family thing I gotta do Friday, so I'm not gonna be here. I'm not gonna be at work, which I guess in some ways is a relief, but I've got some important stuff I got to do this week, so I'm not going to be here tomorrow night. And to make up for that, I'll try to be here Saturday with another Ace Attorney stream. I don't know if I could do it all in one night, but I'll try to see if I could squeeze out all of Case 2 of Apollo Justice on Saturday. If not, I'll see how far I can get, and then maybe I'll pick it up like Sunday night at the same time I do Visions of Mana. We'll see. And I hopefully by next week I'll be back on back to regular here, at least to some extent. I keep hearing sounds, and I'm not sure if that's me. That might be the music, because this is a live orchestra of Ace Attorney music. So yeah, that's the rub. Again, I didn't mean to not be here 3 days in a row when I wanted to. I mean, I'm sure I would have taken at least one of those days off, but I mean, it's This week's just bad in general, so you get today and you'll get Saturday, hopefully, and then that'll be it until, well, that won't be it, because then Sunday I'll probably stream again, if I can be here. So, that's all. I'm gonna start Visions of Mana in a few minutes. Totally understandable, never push yourself when you're under the weather. Truth be told, it was probably more the mental thing than the physical thing. I was almost ready to stream last night, but I decided last minute that I was like, I need another night to just let my mind rest. So I kind of just ducked out. Thoughts on Danganronpa 2x2? 2 is literally your favorite game in the entire series, and I'm excited to see how it spins off in a new direction. So, I've streamed 2, and I've streamed Ultra Despair Girls. I haven't streamed 1 because I've watched a playthrough of 1, but I'm interested in it. When I finish Ace Attorney, I definitely want to finally stream Danganronpa V3, and then go back to 2 when 2x2 comes out. I'm very interested in seeing what they do with it. If it's going to be like an if story, if it's going to be a like some secret, since it's it's 2 times 2, it's 4, some secret Danganronpa 4 action. That'd be interesting. I know we're all just chomping at the bit to see far more of Nagito Komaeda, or Komaeda Nagito. What's the general agreement with Danganronpa? Do we do last name, first name? Hajime Hinata. Subi Hinata Haju. Hinata was his last name. See, I'm used to the games, because the games don't do last name, first name. They'll call him Nagito Komaeda. I do wonder if this means we're getting a new timeline, like this is going to lead into a new Danganronpa 3. Yeah, maybe. Something worth noting, even though I haven't streamed V3 yet, I have watched Danganronpa 3, so I do know what happens after 2 and before 1. I always call Mr. Edmond Dante's Nagito. Hey, Robo Bunny. I have seen Danganronpa 3. For anyone who doesn't know how Danganronpa progresses, 1 and 2 are the first 2 games, and then 3 is an anime that has 2 arcs taking place, one taking place before Danganronpa 1, and the other taking place after Danganronpa 2. So it kind of fills in both like an origin gap and a sequel gap, and kind of closes the loop, and just makes it like a complete series. I don't know what V3 is. I've been told it's completely separate, but I'm very anxious very eager to see what it is at some point, even if I may already have one of the biggest spoilers of it ruined for me. I don't know. It's not even like a who died type thing. It's more of a concept of one character that might have spoiled the entire game just because of an offhanded comment someone made once. But, like, I don't know. I'd have to see. Either way, I'm sure the game's great. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you right now, like, if this game's coming out first half of 2026, there's no way until I'm playing it when it comes out. I'll probably get it physically, but since I have the Decadence collection physically, but I'm not going to be streaming 2x2 until I've done V3, and V3 is not happening until I finish the Apollo Justice trilogy. Because I'm in Ace Attorney now. Like, I've done all but... Oof, this chair's sinking. I've done all but the final trilogy now, so I gotta finish it. I gotta see it through. I mean, I've played all the games. I'm just saying for the sake of streaming. It's like the sweating superhero in front of the two buttons. It's like, play a new visual novel you haven't played before, or stream the same one you've played several times for your friends. And I'm just, like, rubbing my head with the towel, even though I'm clearly pressing the ladder button. Ever done the Layton crossover? I've played it, but I've never streamed it. It's interesting, I played the Layton crossover in Ace Attorney 6 after I started streaming, but I couldn't stream them, because they're 3DS games, and I couldn't stream from the 3DS. But yeah, no, at some point, to be honest, I'd love to do the Layton series, too. God, the original Professor Layton trilogy is such a lovely time, and without spoiling anything for people who haven't played it, the end of that trilogy is such a fucking emotional gut punch. I wouldn't want to elaborate further than that, because it's just too spoilerish, and it's just so good. It's such a great series. I recommend everyone try it if they can. You have played them all? Nice. Hey, Merman. How you doing? Mermom. Excuse me. Mermom, I like that Hollow Knight badge. Hornet. Anyway, I'm gonna get started with Visions of Mana. Unwound Future is a work of art. Yes. Diabolical Box was pretty fun, too. The thing with the Layton series is that they all have some ridiculous reveal to them. And I don't want to elaborate further, but, like, when you see, if I ever stream the first game, when you see what the twist is in it, you'll be like, oh, every game's gonna have something like this in it, isn't it? It's so good. There's a new one coming out, New World of Steam, but here's the thing, I've never finished the 3DS trilogy. I've done the first one, which was on the DS, but I never finished the Miracle Mask, and I've never played Aryan, whatever it is, Legacy, which sounds a lot like something not great. But I've seen the movie though. Okay, I actually before I start Azran Legacy. Okay, there we go. Have you seen the movies? I've seen the movie, The Golden Diva. I didn't know there was more than one. I actually have an interesting story about that. Let me pull that up, actually, because this is cool, and I've never told this on stream before. Where did I put the pictures from it? Camera pics? No, that's not it. Third place. Yeah, okay, here it is. Okay, gotta make sure there's no identifying information in here. So, way back in 2011, Evie Amanda, hey Arma, how you doing? Meowdy. So, way back in 2011, on Twitter, Nintendo ran a contest, because the movie was coming out, or it was coming out in America, and they were doing like a puzzle contest where every day you could DM them puzzle answers from the fourth Layton game that I think was coming out at the time. Was it the third one? I don't remember. I had played the first three by the time this contest happened. And I managed to get into, like, and it happened over several days. And I managed to actually get into, like, the prize pool. And I won 3rd place. In fact, I have proof of that right here. I have an actual email from someone at Nintendo of America who was like, "Congratulations again on being one of the first 25 winners of the Professor Layton and the Last Spectre." Oh, it was the Last Spectre. "As we discussed on the phone, please see the attached affidavit. You'll need a print, sign, and return for 24 hours or sooner. You can scan it and email it to me at this address." And I blurred all the pertinent stuff out. So yeah, I won, I can't remember what the prize was, because this was right before Comic-Con. It was, September 28th, 2011. It was right before New York Comic-Con. I think the winner got to go to Comic-Con and see a live screening of the Golden Diva movie. Or was it the movie The Last Spectre? I don't remember. I was supposed to win a copy of the movie, a DVD copy of the movie. And I did this. I followed the rules here. And they fucking ghosted me. Nintendo never gave me my prize for winning that contest back then. So I was like, what the fuck? Where's my DVD? Where's my free DVD of this movie? And it was a legit contest. It was being run on the official Nintendo Twitter account back in 2011 when that meant something. So, I don't know. It's wacky. It's a weird, true story that happened to me. I have the proof. I had the DMs saved on Twitter. I don't think they're there anymore, but I had them. I messaged them. I think I emailed them several times, and they never responded to me. So, I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but, yeah. If you want to know my Nintendo Joker story, there you go. It's them not giving me my free copy of the movie, of the Professor Layton movie. Nintendo are jerks? Oh. Boy howdy. Now more than ever. Listen, I love them. I'm getting Kirby Air Ride. I'm getting Pokemon Legends ZA. They can't bitch about me having opinions about them. Especially when they owe me a free DVD that they never gave me. But, yeah. That's the rub. That's what happened. Your top 3 games are Unwound Future, Diabolical Mask, Azrin Legacy. I really liked Last Spectre. Last Spectre is the final DS game, right? The first of the second trilogy. I really liked that one. That one had a fun ending. Unwound Future and Diabolical Mask are two of the best, though. Oh, wait, no, Diabolical Mask is the 3DS one. The other 3DS one. I haven't finished that one. It's good, though. There's a storyline, a plot point where supposedly people are getting turned into animals. And that's always good. Speaking of, turned RB into a pumpkin piggy. Nice. Cannot with the $100 accessory that's required to play Virtual Boy games that's behind the expansion passive online. Okay. So we're turning the Ramble into this now. But yes, absolutely agreed. Like, I've put up with Nintendo's high-priced crap for a while because my justification is that I work 45 hours a week on average. Not at average, it's like 42 usually. I work 40-plus hours a week. I've paid off all my debts. I help people out when they need it. So I should be allowed to spend as much on myself as I want. That justified me buying a Switch 2. That and the fact that my Switch 1 is a day one Switch that was like broken and ruined. So, not broken and ruined, but it was, it's worn out. But, like, I've put up with a lot of their pricing bullshit. I agree that their prices are awful. I agree that they should not have raised their prices. I agree that their games should not be $70 to $80. At the very least, like, stick to the $60 to $70 thing that they had with Tears of the Kingdom. That would have been fine with me. The fact that there's games that are going over $70 is ridiculous. The fact that there's Amiibo selling for $40 to $50 is ridiculous. And yes, the Virtual Boy thing is kind of the big, wow, that's a huge fuck you moment. Because, here's the thing, those games are perfectly capable of being displayed in 2D. They were displayed in 2D in the Direct, but you're not allowed to play them in 2D, you have to play them in 3D. And the only ways to do that are to either buy the $100 Virtual Boy accessory that has no electronic equipment in it, to put a $100 shell to put your Switch in, or buy a $30 cardboard replica of it, or in my case, I can use the Labo VR headset, because I'm pretty sure it's the exact same piece of cardboard, just with different designs on it. So, that's stupid. It also makes it impossible to stream, so any urge for me to play that is out the window. I could just play emulated Virtual Boy games on stream and have it be more enjoyable for everyone. So yeah, that whole move just pissed me off. That and the Donkey Kong DLC, because they tried to side order the Donkey Kong DLC. $20 gets you a hub world and an extra mode. But the thing is, the extra mode is it's like 2 hours long. It's not like side order where I got like 20 hours out of that mode. It's a mode that you're gonna get maybe like 2 to 5 hours out of, and then you're done. A single minigame, which I can't justify buying, which sucks because I just finished Bonanza and I love it and I would love to play more of it. But I can't. For $20, a minigame is not worth it. Cardboard one is sold out? Yeah, no shit. No one wants to buy the plastic one. Again, I have the Labo cardboard thing, so that might just work instead. Here's the other thing, when the accessory's not going to be around forever, when Nintendo decides to stop making those, you can never play the games again. I mean, theoretically, but, like, I guess they could always just reissue the cardboard one. Or be like, here's how you can make your own cardboard version at home without having to make one. In fact, I think the site does let you download the instructions to do it. So, theoretically, they worked themselves out of that loophole with that one, but still, it's not a great decision. It's very consumer unfriendly, which is, let's be honest, is everything. Everything they've been doing is consumer unfriendly. Diabolical Mask is the sequel to Curious Village. Oh, I thought that was Diabolical Box. Goes Curious Village, Diabolical Mask, and No One Future, and then Last Spectre, Miracle Mask, and Azran Legacy, yeah. Oh, okay, it is Diabolical Box, okay. Alright, good, so I'm not going crazy. Golden Diva is the movie. Morbius the console. Can't with this stuff. No, me neither. Don't get me wrong. I don't support this. I don't agree with this. I unfortunately do support it because I've long pre-ordered Legends ZA. I've pre-ordered Kirby Air Riders, and Katamari's Bamco. That's different. Speaking of, little bit of Bamco news regarding Nintendo. Mr. Driller 2 and Klonoa Age of Dreams or whatever it is, or Spirit of Dreams, something like that, is coming to NSO in a week, which is interesting. Day 1 DLC is freaking stupid. Yeah, that too. Well, here's the thing. There's no Day 1 DLC for, there's no Day 1 DLC for Legends ZA. People think it's Day 1 DLC. You could just buy it now. You get a costume. The DLC is for story content that's not coming out till next year. Which is fine. There's no problem at that. But, like, why announce it before the game's fucking out? Yeah. It's such a bad move by Pokemon. And you know why? You know why they did it? Because there's not going to be another Direct this year, and because the Pokemon Day thing is happening after the DLC's coming out. Because I think the word on the website is that the DLC is coming out in early February. So I guess they figured this was their only chance to, like, make a dedicated announcement for it. But they do videos every other week for Legends CA. Why do they have to, like, announce this in a Direct? It's dumb. Breath of the Wild announced a season pass a month before the game came out. Yeah. Alright, so there's precedence behind it. Whatever. Look, Legends ZA is going to be a great game, and I'm gonna enjoy the shit out of it. I'm absolutely not skipping it just because they did a dumb move with the DLC here. Locking Megas for DLC, but I mean, you could say the same thing for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. There were Megas that were exclusive to that game. That was the first time they ever did those where it's like you couldn't use certain Pokemon in battles because it just wasn't compatible with other games. But yeah, just to clarify, there is no Day 1 DLC for Legends ZA. They just announced it before the game came out. The only thing you get for buying the DLC at launch are 2 extra costumes, which you'll get if you buy the DLC when the actual story content comes out. So if you don't want to invest in it right away, but you just want to see what the DLC is, you could wait until it comes out and you won't miss anything. I'm just clarifying that. Again, I'm not saying that justifies anything, and I'm not saying you should change your mind about anything. I'm just stating that these are the facts of the matter here. There's nothing you're missing out on by not getting the DLC, before the game launches. Apparently, the Mega Evolution Stones for the starting Pokemon are locked behind online battle mode, and they aren't even going to be available day one. Yeah, they're going to be they're not the starting Pokemon. They're the Kalos starters. The Pokemon that you start the game with are the 2 Gen 2 ones and the other one. What was it? Was it Layton? It's like Layton, Chikorita, and Totodile, right? Those I think are Tepig. Oh, that's weird. I could have swore it was Incineroar was the final start. Okay, whatever. Yeah, the Kalos starters. Their Mega Stones are going to be locked behind ranked mode, but again, we don't know what the extent of that is. It could be as simple as participate in one ranked battle per season, and you just unlock it. You don't know. We don't know. When it comes out, we'll find out. We'll see how bad it is when the first season drops. Again, none of this means you have to get the game on launch. You could wait to see if it's okay before dropping your money on it. Yeah, they did patent that. It's a very weird patent that's like super specific while also being very broad. It's bullshit. But let's be honest, they only did this to fuck over Palworld. And they don't worry, they will use it again. But Chikorita and Tepig are your 2 least favorite starters. Wow. Yeah, I know, the patent shit's bullshit too. Again, it's like they can't help just making like awful decisions one after another. It's just, I don't know. Karma, you're sending me that like I haven't seen it before. Also, it's really funny that you said you don't support Pokemon, then you send me a giant-assed Scolipede. No, it's disproven, but they do have patents on Pokeballs or Pokeball-like objects. Yeah, I don't know. I heard the specific patent was like you specifically summoning characters from a ball, which is like, all right, I guess, but you still should not have that as a patent. That patent should not have been granted to you in general, like, period. So I don't know. Yeah, it blows. It all blows. It sucks. But I mean, like, here's the thing. I already long pre-ordered that game. And, like I said, I work 40 hours a week. I mean, look, here's the thing. Trust me. I am getting there with you guys. Seeing the DLC, the Donkey Kong DLC and the Virtual Boy shit is definitely planting a new seed in me that's getting me to start tilting in another direction that I never thought I'd want to go in. So, don't worry. I don't want to skip Pokemon because it looks really good and I know too many friends that are getting it, and I'm going to be playing it with them day one because I actually got copies for some of my local friends that I know really wanted it. And yeah, you know, it's whatever. Here's the thing, like, people are thinking, planting a new seed, birds. People are thinking that things might change if the economy changes, or if, God forbid, the world changes for the better. I don't know if it will at this point, and that's unfortunate, but I think that there is going to come a point where things are going to start tilting too hard due to outcry and lack of sales, and I think things will change. You know, Nintendo famously during the Wii U era entered struggle mode, and that's what made the Switch era so good. Now the Switch 2 era, they're like entering luxury mode instead of like cocky mode, and it's, I don't know. I see people constantly like asking for their downfall, and I'm just like, okay, then I guess like I'll go fuck myself and not play video games anymore. I don't know. Should have a talking about stuff stream. Well, to be fair, that's because people are here bringing stuff up. We've also listened to almost this entire album now. I started this album 16 minutes in, and we're 48 minutes in now. And there's only 8 minutes of this album left. I don't know. I just want, like, here's the thing, like, I just want to play my damn video games. I want to go to work, come back, play my damn video games, draw my stupid drawings, do my silly voice acting. And then I wanted to not have to work anymore and do all that, do all the other stuff instead. It's just frustrating, you know? Like, it sucks having to, like... It sucks that video games now, beyond the obvious stuff, is becoming, like, some kind of moral indicator. And I'm just like, man... I thought we already had enough of that with identity... Like, people doing the identity shit. Trying to alienate others from video games and trying to start campaigns to harass and get rid of people. Like, we already do all that shit, and it's awful. And it's like, now on top of that, like, even the stuff that doesn't do that, because of money, we have to put another barrier of entry there. And then, and then there's generative AI. Let's think about that. Think about how many games that came out that, like, were just like, oh, well, we used AI to generate, like, one texture, and then all of a sudden we're just, well, now we have to be firm on it. We can't accept that. And I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. As far as I know, I've never played a game with AI generated shit in it, and I hope not to. This fucking music is way too overdramatic. I don't know. Oh yeah, oh god, there's the other thing too. The censorship shit. God, this world's going to hell in a handbasket. It's getting to the point where, like, everything is just it doesn't exist. It's too expensive. There's gonna come a general shift in opinion soon. I think we're hitting the point where the population at large is gonna start pivoting on this, and hopefully when we do, we could start pushing back and getting things back to where they were and further, because God knows there's some people around here who have kept a lot of this shit down for, like, way too long. So, yeah, I don't know. Everything fucking sucks! We're gonna get, like, no Visions of Mana in tonight. Oh, you guys are saying play Visions of Mana, like I haven't been trying to load it for the last 5 minutes.